Joder, esa pija no deja de mirarme. Me la fue. Hola gente, ¿qué tal? Hemos aprendido a hacer la patada ninja. Y bueno, había un sniper de ahí. Quiere que encontremos a el Xocas para darle para que lo maten. No sé por qué quiere el Xocas, pero lo quiere. Y bueno, ahora habíamos llegado al pueblo este, a Nipton creo. No, Novak. Que supuestamente hacia acá vinieron los otros petes que nos pegaron un tiro en la frente. Bueno, tenemos que ver información sobre esos maricas. Primero estoy chusmeando las habitaciones de motel porque... librantes de la guerra. Por eso, porque van a haber cosas interesantes. No sé, por ahí hay algún libro. Se escucha re fuerte la puerta. A ver. No hay nada que ver. No, por ahí hay algún libro que tiene información y entonces no hay que farmear tanta experiencia. Cap. Se puede prender la luz. ¿Cómo sé que no eres el Xocas? Manny,
What's going on, man?
¿quién eres?
I'm Manny. I'm on security detail here. You see a rifle barrel sticking out of the dinosaur's mouth, you got a 50-50 shot it's me. Otherwise, it's Boone.
¿Para qué protegen a la ciudad?
You name it. Anything that comes within 1,000 yards that looks like trouble. Lately, we've been getting ghouls, coming from the road to Repcon out to the west. Quite a few last couple days. The big threat is the Legion coming from the east. If they decide to attack with a full force, they'll run us over. But so far, we've been lucky.
¿Quién es Pony, huevón de recién?
Boone's a sniper, same as me. Used to spot for him when we were enlisted with the NCR. After we got out, I talked him into settling down here. So, here we are. I'd introduce you, but, we're not so friendly right now.
No me digas. ¿Por qué tienes mal con él?
Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. We had some pretty big arguments. One day, she turns up missing, and he hasn't said a word to me since.
¿Por qué discutían?
And you name it. See, I grew up in North Vegas. Me and my cousins. We were some bad seeds. Got in with a gang. I loved it. Then something happened, and I couldn't handle it anymore. So, I enlisted, earned my future, brought down my best friend to share that future with me. And here was this woman, who was too good for it, trying to take him away. So yeah, I didn't see eye to eye with the bitch.
Nada que... Así que bueno, me lo quería sacar. Y ya nos teníamos de ojo a ojo con ese... Ya me tiraba de ojo a ojo con esa perra.
Believe me, when I heard the news, my first thought was, I owe somebody big. I figured Boone would come around after a while. But he hasn't. I'm starting to think that if he doesn't find her, things will never go back to the way they were.
¿Quién le quería hacer daño?
Man, everybody. That girl didn't have one friend in this whole town. She didn't want any. She wanted to sit in her room all day and make herself miserable, and she went out of her way to be rude. She upset a lot of people. You wouldn't have liked her either.
Oh.
Were they tough? I was in the cons, man. It doesn't get any badder.
Periodo de servicio con la RCA.
Oh, it was great. I wouldn't trade it. Something about that lifestyle, the discipline, seeing new places, making people safe. What's not to like?
¿Qué te fuiste, che?
Well, I just felt like it was time, you know? Wanted to have a home. Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I was sick to get out of going because I knew some of the people there. But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call us murderers sometimes when we showed up to secure towns.
What?
I still don't know exactly. Just that a lot of people died who didn't want to be a part of the fighting at all. I don't blame anybody for it. There's so much chaos when you're fighting. You're lucky not to shoot your own guys. But it did take something out of it for me. Just wasn't the same. So when it came time to re-enlist, I just took my papers and walked.
A ver, que no escucha bien esto.
Man, she wanted to sit in her room all day. She upset a lot. Believe me, When I heard the news, my first thought was, I owe somebody big. I figured Boone would come around, but he... Me and his wife, we didn't see eye to eye on some things. One day, she turns... Something about that... well... Plus, I was up at Camp Golf when Bitter Springs went down. I faked like I... But when everybody came back, nobody would tell me what happened, and people would call it...
Un hombre de chaqueta de cuadros.
Sure I know him. What do you want with him? Doesn't surprise me. Guy seemed like he'd do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Probably makes a lot of enemies. Well, listen, I can definitely help you find him, but I've got problems of my own. Maybe we can do a trade. You need my help. There's something I need too.
Necesitas.
Novak, it's home for me now. I want that to be for good. I like it here, and I've left too many homes behind. But the only resource we got here is junk. Without that, people wouldn't have anything to trade. They'd all have to leave. We get most of it up the road from the old rocket test site, but a bunch of ghouls showed up one day and took it over. We can't get in there now. I would, but I've got to watch the road. Caesar's Legion has been taking territory just east of here. They took Nelson. If we let our guard down, they might attack. All it takes for the Legion is for them to sense weakness.
¿Qué hay que hacer, che?
Well, they gotta go, or this will be a ghost town before long. Doesn't matter to me what you do. As long as the ghouls are out of there, that's good enough for me.
A ver qué puedo hacer.
It'd mean a lot to me.
Adiós. No, eso no.
Yeah.
Espera que estoy haciendo una cosa del celular. Ay, espérenme. Me están mandando un mensaje. ¿Qué? No, no te duermas, te tengo que explotar una cosa, negro.
You have any luck with the ghouls?
Lo que tenés que hacer.
Just head over to the Repcon test site west of here. See if you can get...
A ver qué dice. No, eso no.
Yeah, see...
Con los cintas. Lo puedo sacar esto y no se ofende. Genial, me puedo robar todo. Tela de can. Maneando. Basta mal ese. ¿Qué? Averigua Manny Vargas se van a desembarcar los can. Manny. Has tomado la decisión correcta al alojarnos y mantener el asunto en secreto. Esta comadreja de Benny ha estado algo inquieto desde que le robamos aquel paquete a su jefe, lo cual me ponía nervioso de cojones. Pero cuando supe que pasaríamos por ahí de camino a Boulder City, estuve seguro que podíamos contar contigo. Además, Khan pueden decir lo que quieran. Yo sé de qué parte estás. No te darás cuenta de cuál es tu sitio y tus hermanos y hermanas te darían de nuevo la bienvenida como si nunca te hubieras ido. Ya saben dónde encontrarnos, McMurphy. Pero nocturno. Manny ahora mencionó que hay otro francotirador Bound, sí. Es por mi chica. A ver, si le roba la locinta, ¿qué tal? Me supongo que nada. ¿El error del cartucho ahí es malo? Sí, pero no voy a robar nada más por si acaso. A ver, stats. Ok, ya seguir hablando con todo el barrio. Que momir un poco. Date la experiencia. ¿Qué pasa acá? ¿Por qué le paputache?
Between you and me, I don't think she studied at an accredited institution.
Bravo, che, doctora. Hostia, llena de sangre.
What can I do for you?
Dame la
Are
ración.
you sure? In that case,
Vaya, que vende la doctora Ada.
She hasn't paid me anything yet. Should I be worried?
Ah, es una lacra la doctora. Lacra. A ver, yo venía desde allá, ¿o no? Sí, creo que sí, venía desde allá. Y acá están todas las porquerías esas que no sirven. Venga, ahora preguntar mejor por el barrio las cosas. Walter Heisenberg White.
Careful. They got... Who sent you? I ain't talking. They tried to get me to talk before, but...
¿Para qué le pasa? Trató de hacer tablero.
Confound it, no bark, you done it again. You let on that you know things. Now they'll never let you be. All right, stranger, you got me. What do you want to know?
¿Por qué te llaman el charlatán?
'Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, 'cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about all the rat scorpion stings that done pierced my skull. I know what I seen.
Se gusta una mujer.
Seen it all. Seen shadowy folk come to his room and leave again in the middle of the night. Thought one might have gone in the lobby too for a spell. Could be that person went in to get something. Or used the John, maybe. Mighty interesting either way, you asked me. I thought it was cannibals, come to eat us all for sure. So I kept out of sight. But now I know better.
¿Quién era?
More rat men. Come up from the underneath to steal young women with promises of riches and fancy mud mansions with all the latest designer appliances. They covered our lady folks' long hair for wigs, it said.
Adiós. Ahora después le voy a hablar al charlatán. Jenny, my careful. Jenny. 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 No hay nadie aquí, no hay nadie. Ni Jenny, ni nadie. Handbook del gobierno gamer.
Look who's here. What
McRae, ¿qué
brings you
tal?
here? Boom. That's that sniper fella. Works in the dinosaur, right? I only met them but once or twice. They seemed real happy together. I really ought to get to know them better. They're probably nice folk.
¿Será que te quedé aquí?
Oh, we keep to ourselves for the most part. Try not to pry. I think Jeannie Mae gets bothered that we aren't more sociable. But it's just our way. Ain't that we don't appreciate what she's done, managing this town like she has, but I worry she feels that way anyhow. Not that there ain't others who pry around here. That no-bark was skulking around our yard last week. I thought he was our cow killer. Was about to lash him with our bullwhip till I saw who it was. He's harmless, though. Part of me wishes I could see things like he sees them, all full of mystery.
Está bien el chabones. Uy, espera que me pica la oreja. ¿Dónde viene el flaco?
I'm not sure who started it. Wasn't a very nice name, but he took to calling himself by it, so we all had to. I don't even remember what his real name is. Anyway, I think it comes from that expression that people say when you're crazy, that not all of your dogs are barking. Poor no bark.
No. ¿Va?
Oh, well,
Ah,
I'm Alice, and that handsome stranger yonder is my husband Dusty. Going on 50 years now. I keep waiting for him to leave me for some young thing with platinum blonde hair and hoop earrings, but he still sticks around. Says it's my cooking. I think it's because I know which Brahmin udder you can milk without getting kicked in the noggin. We set up this ranch years back when Novak was just getting settled. But now, with all the danger on I-15, folks are starting to come through here from all over. Novak might just be the next Nevada boomtown.
chao.
Nice of you to visit.
Que roba nada. Perdón, pero tengo que abrir eso.
Things treating you all right?
No, un vaquero.
Well, to be honest with you, I don't really know them two as well as I might. I remember she had an edge about her, like she'd rather be someplace else. This kind of life ain't for everyone, that's for darn sure. I remember she had an edge about her. Oh, I tend to my ranch, that's about it. Alice will tell you, I don't get out a whole lot.
Perdido el
Losing
ganado.
don't describe it. It's a massacre. A few more days and there won't be nothing left to lose.
Y es lo que se va sobre los
Every night
peques.
around midnight, Alice and I wake up to some crazy hollering and gunshots. You'd think the world was ending all over again. But it's just one animal each night. They don't take it or carve it up or nothing. Just leave it there, all full of holes. Beg your pardon, mister, but them two-headed beeves ain't worth getting shot over. Not to mention what would happen if half of what Nobark says is true. Best we can hope is that whoever's doing this will move on or get tired of it. I just hope it happens while we still got animals left. Whoever it is, I don't think they're from around town. Seems like they've taken to shooting from the west side.
A ver si puedo
We'd be
atraparlo.
grateful, especially if you find them before they get my whole stock. But don't go getting yourself killed over it. Alice and I'll find a way to make do. Always have.
Chao.
So long.
Perdón, pero yo quiero experiencia. La la.
Look who's here.
¿Y eso? No, se me rompió la horquilla. Quiero ver si... Es que quiero hacer... Capaz que me den un logro por hacer tantas sin que se rompan. Un dinosaurio jugaste la bañera, está re loco el señor.
Howdy.
Moo. Howdy, partner. Temporizado en forma de huevo. Ahí no hay nada. McBride del Guarro. Che, reacusador el pendejo. Blasco. No, es re turbio el chabón. Vale, te hay que traer el robot a este pibe. ¿O no?
Don't listen to a word No Bark says. He spouts nothing but no. Don't listen to a word No Bark says. I don't think he ever sleeps, so it's no wonder he spouts nothing but nonsense.
Bueno, te entendí.
Prim wimped out and accepted NCR rule. Some people will do anything to feel safe.
Bueno, pelotuda, ¿qué más querés que hagan? Le están haciendo mierda.
Howdy.
Ah, ¿puedo sacarme todo?
Howdy.
Howdy, partner. ¿Qué pasó acá?
Hey.
Oye. Ajá, me lo voy a vender.
If it weren't for the water caravans, Novak would have turned to dust a long time ago.
O acá supongo que no hay nada. Quiero hablar con el chaval este. Callao. Jodido. Calor el tipo. No, está por acá el chatarrero. A ver. Ah, dice cerca, no en Novak. Puedo hablar con el charlatán ese. Alier.
Who sent you? We'll just see about that. You come any closer and I'm liable to stick you with my sticking knife. Old Stick is feeling mighty ornery this day.
Uy, qué poronga está. El subtítulo es una mierda, dice. No, no querés que te clave a Sticky. El Sticky no está de mal humor.
You sure now? It's kind of hard to hear you. Okay, just speak up a little. But not so much that they hear you. They got people everywhere, always listening. Seen it all. Could be that person went in to get some. I thought it was cannibals, come to eat us all for sure. So I kept out of sight. But now I know better.
¿Quién era?
More rat men come up from the underneath to steal young women with promises of riches and fancy mud mansions with all the latest designer appliances. They covered our lady folks' long hair for wigs, it said, being either bald or balding themselves.
Va.
There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral. Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death, and always there's holes all over the body. Work of the chupacabra, the livestock vampire, says Nobark, but they don't pay no mind. Too many holes, they say, and there's bullets in them. Well, says Nobark, we got a chupacabra with an automatic weapon. And that's when they get real quiet, because now they see the predicament we're in.
No, hay que ver. Igual también una poronga el subtítulo porque el otro decía está lleno de agujeros, no agujeros de bala. Pero bueno.
I come face to face with the chupacabra himself one night, whilst I was investigating whether this gecko was hiding his treasure from me. He was the meanest, ugliest chupacabra you could imagine. Had 2 heads and fangs down to the ground. Best I could tell, anyways, since when he come up to me, he was invisible. Had himself a blunderbuss, what would rotate and shoot bullets real fast out of a backpack. Never seen nothing like it. Walked right past me having an argument with somebody. But I only saw one chupacabra, so I guess the other fella had to be invisible too, only more invisible than the other one. Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory. Sensationalist hooey, cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing phantoms of their own imagining. Ghosts. Commie ghosts who don't know they're dead. Hoping to steal our rockets so they can fly up and paint the moon pink and draw a Lenin face on it. I seen one of them disappear and reappear before my very eyes. Although, being a scientist, I have to admit I might have just blinked for longer than usual, what with the shock of seeing a commie ghost and so forth.
Hoy es como el video ese de charla surrealista, que es uno que está hablando con un viejo mientras que le graba y al final el viejo le dice, bueno, y me vas a tener que pagar si seguís con esa cámara.
Cause they know I ain't just barking here. What I say has got bite, cause it's the truth. Them quack doctors can say what they want about
No sé, lo vimos. ¿He completado alguien de forma rara últimamente?
trust a man that doesn't have something strange going on about him, cause it means he's hiding it from you. If a man's wearing his pants on his head, or if he says his words backwards from time to time, you know it's all laid out there for you. But if he's friendly to strangers and keeps his home spick and span, more often than not he's done something even his own ma couldn't forgive.
Chao.
If anyone asks, we never spoke.
Un enfermo se queda mirando a la ventana, culiado.
Whoa, whoa, careful!
La fábrica. Ah, pensé que se había jodido la web. Ah, no, tengo que ir acá adentro para investigar mejor. Señora, tiene que decir cosas.
I hope you're finding everything to your liking.
No, de menos Primer.
How should I put it? I guess you could say she was kinda like a cactus flower. Real pretty to look at, but there was just no getting close to her. She never did take to living here. She liked the big lights and fast living of New Vegas. I got the feeling she was trying to get Boone to leave with her, but I guess she got tired of waiting.
Combo.
Nothing that wouldn't be wrong with any man who loses a wife, I suppose. Poor dear. I know he thinks she was kidnapped, but I'm not so sure she didn't just run off on her own. You could tell she was thinking about it ever since they arrived. Watch out.
Pues tengo que investigar sobre que desapareció la piba. A chat.
You shouldn't be here. And if whoever... Don't.
Edgy boy.
Fine weather for flying.
Eish.
It's times like these that make me miss it all.
¿Eres piloto?
Vertibird pilot. 71 missions and only lost one chopper. Rotor malfunction over Klamath. Hard landing, but I walked away. I help folks strip down the more complicated bits of salvage they bring in. Engines mostly. The bits and pieces we take out are usually worth more than the whole thing put together.
Piloto de la
4? No, not exactly. It was a long time ago. Things are a lot different these days, and those days are way behind me.
Ah, ya claro, conciso, concreto.
Watch your... Grim wimp.
Bruce Isaac.
Oh, please don't kill me. I swear I'll have... Wait, you don't work for Mr. Bishop, do you?
¿Qué?
Sorry, it's just... You look like his type, you know? You got that hard-ass wasteland explorer thing going on.
No, plus ahí.
Oh, so you have heard of me. Yeah, that's right. I was the big draw at the Shark Club. People used to pay hundreds of caps to see me.
Fui hasta
You
agujero.
don't know Mr. Bishop. He's not like other bosses up there. He knows the wasteland like the back of his hand, and he likes to wander it. I knew if I didn't get way the hell away from New Reno, he'd run me down like a dog.
¿Por qué se persigue
Oh, well,
nuevo?
that's all just a big misunderstanding, see? Mr. Bishop, well, he owed me a lot of money, and, you know, he's a busy guy, so I sort of figured I'd just take it off his hands.
Pero hasta que fue un casino.
Robbed is such an ugly word. It's more like I took care of a payroll problem for him. Also, I might have, sort of plowed his daughter. Thanks. But if Bishop finds me and I don't have his money, my balls are going to be on his trophy wall. Thanks. Yeah. See you later. Oh, it's you. I figured it might take him a while to understand his accounting error and cool down a little. Also, I might have... You do that? Yeah.
Genial, lo puedo robar. O no, robar es una palabra muy fea. La moto. Oye, ahora tengo que hablar con el negro.
Hey,
Andy.
any word on Station Charlie?
Adiós. Negro.
Welcome back. Can I get you...
You have any luck with the ghouls?
Chao. Bueno, ahora sí, a reparar esa huevada. Nivel 8. Che. Oh my god. Auto flip challenge. La chatarrería de Kiwi. Perro bonito. Qué bonito perro. What the hell? Oh my god. Escucha el perro. Quilombo. ¿Cómo le hacen para pirar todo eso? Ya se bugueó el barril. Perdón, pero... ¿Disparo baila? Una poronga. Perdón, pero... se pone el fondo amarillo como miseria. Ah, no vale bajar el karma por 20 de experiencia. Señora.
Hi there. I'm Old Lady Gibson, or so they tell me. I've got odds and ends for sale, and I'm pretty good at fixing things, too. You might have noticed the very large building just north of here. That's Helios 1. The NCR runs the place, so it's off limits to prospectors.
A ver qué vendes.
Happy to do it.
A ver qué vendes, voy a vender yo. Todo lo que tenga peso se va a vender acá. ¿Dónde sea ríos? Eso también. Cerveza, sí. No sé, voy a vender unos 4. Ayer lo vendo todo, una droga. La droga es mala. creo que ya lo tengo que vender. El revólver ese 34, 18. No, no lo tengo que vender. Más turbo. Alcohol no, el alcohol es malo. Pero el jet voy a traer unos cuantos. ¿Por qué? Porque por hay algún drogado que te dice, te doy $5.000 si me das jet. Oftalmoscopio. Oftalmólogo. Esa carga pura. Tenedor, dorso metal. No, nada más sirve.
Pleasure doing business with you.
¿Qué me puedes contar sobre Repcom?
Sometimes it seems like I spent the better portion of my youth in that old wreck of a building. Me and my hubby, may the man rest in peace, used to scavenge there. If it weren't bolted down, you can bet we took it and sold it. A lot of the scrap you see around here is from Repcon. Even my favorite chair.
Eso sobre los One.
The way I heard it, the Brotherhood of Steel ran the place before the
Verdad,
NCR took it away from them. I'm not sure who started shooting
Ah, son unos
first.
pétalos la
But when
NCR,
it was
RCR.
over, the Brotherhood, with all their fancy armor and weapons, was on the run.
No,
Nobody's heard from them since.
no, los quería ver.
Well, I'll give you a hint. They used to just call me Gibson. I hope you can figure out the rest. I don't mind, to be honest. Living long is a real accomplishment these days. Remains to be seen if I end up dying peaceful in my bed. Take.
Subject E, diagnosis complete. Begin recording. My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. Until recently, I was in charge of the Duraframe Reinforcement Project for the combat model iBots. iBot Duraframe Subject E is both the prototype and the last functional model in this test group. I was prepared to make several significant upgrades to the machines. However, as the project was canceled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire armor, I am sending this model to the Navarro outpost. If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it needs so it can continue to Navarro.
¿Qué? ¿Me puede contar eso otra vez que no lo escuché un pingo?
My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. Until recently, I was in charge of the Duraframe Reinforcement Project for the combat model iBots. iBot Duraframe Subject E is both the prototype and the last functional model in this test group. I was prepared to make several significant upgrades to the machines. However, as the project was canceled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire armor, I am sending this model to the Navarro outpost.
Navarro en un puesto del Fallout 2.
If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever repairs it needs so it can continue to Navarro.
A ver, ahora lo voy a leer porque esto es importante, che.
My name is Whit. However, as the project was canceled and all Duraframe assets are being diverted to Hellfire armor, I am sending this model to the Navarro outpost. If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in
No sé si
So you're
arreglarla.
back. Now. Sure.
Si no es un arma.
Take.
sea... No entiendo qué pasó.
Subject E, diagnosis complete. Begin recording. My name is Whitley. I'm a researcher at Adams Air Force Base. I bought Duraframe Subject E as both the... I was prepared to make several... However, as the project was canceled and all Duraframe... If you're listening to this log from one of our Enclave outposts in Chicago, give this unit whatever...
Uno registra. Los datos se crean con determinadas palabras clave. ¿Qué? ¿Qué te tengo que decir? Ese. Ah, una garcha. ¿Dónde termina? Reina. No toque mi reina. Por este perro. A ver la radio que dice.
You know, I tried to measure my charisma on a Vitomatic vigor tester once. The machine burst into flames. We've got some news for you coming right up. The Black Mountain radio signal is back after a long absence. Listeners say that new programming is, quote, less for outcasts, more for weirdos. In addition, NCR officials at Camp McCarran were relieved when technical difficulties with its monorail line to the New Vegas Strip proved easy to fix. One anonymous official told us a serious mechanical failure would have been a disaster because of the age of the train and the scarcity of the replacement parts. Mojave, Mo problems. Am I right? Ladies and gentlemen, this next song goes out from me.
No. No, qué pelotudo. No, 40 experiencia no. De me to you. Chiche. Chiche. Oh, Dios mío. ¿Qué pasa, pelotudo? Es la transmisión de la Sierra Madre. Es un DLC eso. Johnson. ¡Wow! ¡Qué rico! ¿Cuánto headshot? Nelson, 2.B. Rayos, hermano. Heroes One. Che, esta no era la... Creo que era una fábrica de energía nuclear del Fallout 2. Estaba llena de necrófagos. Qué perro más horrendo tenés, chabón.
This place is off limits to civilians. You don't.
This is a restricted area. State your business.
Sí, che, mentira, estoy...
Or you're a Legion spy trying to infiltrate our perimeter.
Don't like it.
A ver, quiero ver las diferentes opciones.
This is a restricted area. I can't tell whether you're joking or radiation melted part of your brain, but either way, I don't see a good reason to let you through. There should, but we're not getting much power out of it, so none of our enemies have big interest in it either. Not like Hoover Dam, anyway. We had a real fighting force here just long enough to take it from the Brotherhood of Steel. Then they got sent east to the...
Para... No presté atención a lo que me decía.
This is a restricted area. There should, but we're not getting much power out of it, so none of our enemies have big interest in it either. Not like Hoover Dam, anyway. We had a real fighting force here just long enough to take it from the Brotherhood of Steel. Then they got sent east to the dam like everybody else. Caesar's Legion sends skirmishers every so often, prodding for weaknesses mostly. The reality is, if they really wanted it, we'd all be dead.
Así que la hermana de acero.
Damned if I know. Put up a hell of a fight, though. We had them outnumbered, I don't know, 20 to 1 maybe? They held out as long as they could, lost most of their force before they retreated. Gave us a little parting gift, too. They had some of the plant running, but they shut it all down. Enabled an old security system, too, to keep us away from the controls. Jerk-offs.
Va, pero si usted se lo quisieron arratar, putos.
I ask myself the same question all the time. But energy is hard to come by around here. Gives you more control over this area than troops ever could. Hell, if we lose the dam to the Legion, this little plant may be our last stand. Why would...
No recoge mucha luz solar. Tu torre fotoeléctrica no recoge mucha luz solar. Yo te puedo echar una mano.
No need. We already have an expert hard at work on it. Then again, our expert is an idiot. Hell, he might as well be a saboteur. I guess you couldn't do any worse. Have him fill you in on the details. He's in the back of the building. You'll know him when you see him. Keeps his sunglasses on all the time, even when he's sleeping.
Chao.
Later.
A ver, la misión esta. Ah, tengo que entrar. Ah, me olvidé que tengo una patada ninja.
Hello. That scientist we hired has got to be the dumbest
I got
asshole
this
I've ever
assignment. I
come
was hoping
across.
there'd be more gambling.
Ué, un montón de cosas útiles, me llevo todo.
Evening.
Evening. Arquímedes. El martes 16 de febrero a las 2 de la tarde los técnicos realizarán una prueba con Arquímedes conectada con el sistema de seguridad de nuestra central. Y un empleado saldrá al exterior de la central con ninguna circunstancia. Hasta que cese el claxon de la alarma y se dé la señal de despejado. Estamos exentos de responsabilidad en caso de muerte o amputación de cualquier empleado debido a los accidentes que pueden ocurrir durante el procedimiento. Todos los técnicos que estén observando desde la plataforma de la torre deben usar obligatoriamente protección ocular. Resultados. Las pruebas iniciales de Arquímedes fueron un éxito, aunque no terminaron absolutos. Algunos sistemas sufrieron sobrecargas a pesar de todas las precauciones adoptadas y 2 minutos y medio de inactividad que se produjeron tras la prueba es algo que podemos intentar mejorar. Lo más importante es que recibimos informes de las instalaciones cercanas que reflejaban que se habían producido fluctuaciones de potencia que no eran buenas. Los sistemas sobre todo la Madrid como Black Mountain y los búnkeres de Jaime Valley. Las pruebas, una de nuestras prioridades será evitar que se produzcan este tipo de daños colaterales. Próxima visita. General de la brigada Scott Lowe del ejército de los Estados Unidos y se las instalaciones el próximo lunes y permanecerán ahí indefinidamente indefinidamente. Cuando Arquímedes comience, Scott Lowe. Cuando Arquímedes comience a funcionar, él será el único que podrá autorizarnos a usarlo para cualquier cosa que no sea una prueba. Los empleados civiles no tienen la obligación de saludar, pero esperamos que todos se comporten de forma correcta y se muestren aseados y correctamente vestidos. El Francischi. Es mentira, Franco. El general espera lo mejor de sus hombres. Y los trabajadores de posición no deben cambiar su actitud ante la presencia de tan laureado y destacado soldado. ¿Puedo decírselo? ¿Se lo puedo contar? Una aplicación de Poseidon Energy para nuevos empleados. Como miembro de la familia Poseidon es lógico que te entusiasmes por los increíbles logros que consideras con nosotros si quieras contárselo además. Mueve el diablo. Maxina Doris. No. Maxina. Y mientras Lulu se lo está contando a Doris, una agente china haciéndose pasar por operadora lo escucha. Ok. En el mapa me puso las estaciones estas. Bueno, gracias por la info, señores.
Patrolling? We won't go quietly. The Legion.
Cada uno queda que los de esa ciudad son unos cobardes por aceptar que los cuide la RNC. Le voy a caer a trompadas, lo voy a hacer una zancadilla ninja. Looteando todo el ejército. Peñico. La sala gamer. Me sirve todo esto.
Eve, we're supposed to be relieved any day. That's what they keep telling us. I don't think anyone's coming.
Hostia. ¿Qué le puedo hacer una zancadilla al perro?
We're supposed to be relieved any day. That's what they keep telling us. I don't think anyone's coming.
Buah, repoten de la puerta. Claro, el mayor pelotudo de la galaxia. ¡Oh! ¡No! ¡El nombre! ¿Qué tiene mira? Las armas tienen mira. Retojo cómo se apunta. No, pero recopada, mira esto. ¿Qué onda, Ignacio?
It's unusual to see a new face here. Are you a soldier or a scientist? I see. Then you must have some special business here, for them to have let you through. Interesting. Forgive me for prying. Very well, yes. I'm part of the followers of the apocalypse. If you're not familiar, we seek peace and the spread of knowledge. Knowledge that must never be lost to the world. Now your turn. That's reassuring. Although many who've made that claim over the years have had less than pure intentions. But if it's really as you say, then take my advice. This installation carries with it dangers that no one here has realized. Take care of what you do here, and who you listen to. I don't entirely know. Our records on the company that built this place suggest that their dealings were not only in energy, but also in weapons.
Un
And I've
traidor,
seen
un
equipment
Among Us.
here marked with symbols used by the pre-war military. Targeting computers, shock sensors. A code word comes up repeatedly in the papers I've looked through here. Archimedes. Yes, and the technology they have in this facility is like nothing I've seen. Some of it reminds me of Enclave equipment, but more advanced. A weapon based upon it would be catastrophic, no matter who claimed it. It's no wonder the Brotherhood wouldn't give it up.
¿Hay algo que me lo
They
van a
weren't
hacer?
here for me to ask, but I doubt they were here for electricity. When the NCR first came here, it was under Brotherhood control. They usually steered clear of one another, but something here changed their minds. The Brotherhood's interest in pre-war technology has always been in weapons. It's likely they were trying to reclaim Archimedes when the NCR arrived. Humanity lost many things after the war. Methods of agriculture, techniques for survival. We took it upon ourselves to piece together this knowledge and bring it back to them.
Continúa.
Other things weren't lost, but were blocked from our collective memory. Knowledge of what we're capable of and how things spiral out of control. It's in our nature to want to forget truths that keep us awake at night. And for that reason, it's all the more important that the followers walk the ways to remind people of them. We did for a time, but our goals differ. The NCR only cares to expand their wealth and their reach. For us, territory boundaries mean nothing, and prosperity has to be for everyone, not just citizens of the NCR. So parting was inevitable. While the NCR pushes east, we clean up the mess they leave behind, try to provide some stability.
Por aquí.
We're scattered mostly. We go where we're needed. Our largest presence is in Freeside, at Old Mormon Fort. Other than that, I know Dr. Usanagi set up a practice near the Crimson Caravan, and a man we train is operating out of the Aerotech building. Another man, Tom Anderson, was looking into water supply problems in Westside, but that was a while ago.
A ver.
We're scattered mostly. We go where we're needed. Other than that, I know Dr. Usanagi set up a practice near the Crimson Caravan, and a man we train is operating out of the Aerotech building. Another man, Tom Anderson, was looking into water supply problems in Westside, but that was a while ago.
Che. Creo que a este lo voy a cagar a trompadas. A ver.
It's unusual to see a new face. Interesting. Then I would say do it. As long as the power...
A ver. Bueno, ya guardé eso.
What can I help you with?
No sé, el arma.
Not yet. By some miracle, they've hired an imbecile to try and... He spent months working at one console trying to get the solar reflectors to track the sun. What he doesn't know is that the only thing the console controls is the plant's intercom system. I tried to tell him, but he insisted that the largest console had to be the most important. Still, it's only a matter of time.
A ver, esto me pidió un... Se le voy a preguntar después.
Hey, man.
Por acá. Fantástico.
Who the hell are you? They bring you in to replace me? They're replacing me, aren't they? Worried? Do I look worried to you? I've got this under control, baby. No one else can do what I do here.
Lo tienes aquí.
What else? I'm in charge. This whole operation depends on me. No fantastic, no power. Got the whole NCR suckling my teats, and it feels so good.
Uy, qué pajero de mierda. Intentas lograr.
Well, see, we're getting power because the guy running this place is fantastic. But the mirrors outside aren't aimed right, so we're running at 1% efficiency. And I guess that just isn't good enough for some assholes. Trouble is, most of the controls for this place aren't here. They're in the tower. And that place has some crazy pre-war security system that the dumb shit NCR set off when they took over. Killed 2 guys. Now they won't go near it. They want me to make an omelet, but I can't break any of their eggs. Know what I'm saying? There's these 2 terminals outside. They control the mirrors. I tried fooling with them, but didn't get very far. You'd have to get them to talk to the mainframe up in the tower, then do the rest from up there. I'm guessing, but it sounds good, right? Hey, you're not thinking about going up there, are you?
Ahora sí.
Well, hey, if you find yourself, it needs to go to the Strip and McCarran.
¿Va?
Because I get paid, that's why. Per kilowatt hour. Whatever the hell that is. That's where the NCR wants the power, so that's where I want it. But you know, you do that, maybe I put in a good word for you with them. Fantastic's little helper. There's a reputation you can hang your hat on.
¿Qué haces?
Fuck, man. Everything. I push buttons, I turn dials, I read numbers. Sometimes I make up little stories in my head about what the numbers mean. Like one time I imagined they were a code to get into a vault full of naked women. Man, how cool would that be? No, man. I know exactly what I'm doing. I just don't know what effect it's going to have. Over there controls power in this building. That station has readouts on the computer network. That big knob there makes a crazy noise. Sparks come out of that slot if you put stuff in it. And I'm learning more every day.
¿Cómo consiste el puesto?
It was easy, man. They were going door to door asking if anyone knew any scientists. I said look no further. They asked me if I knew anything about power plants. I said as much as anyone I had ever met. They asked me how well I understood theoretical physics. I said I had a theoretical degree in physics. They said welcome aboard. Here, you'll want this. It's the password to one of the terminals outside. Found it written on one of the stalls in the bathroom.
What can I help you with? What can I help you with?
What can I help you with? What can I help you with?
What can I help you with?
A ver.
Yes. Then I would say do it. As long as the power of this plant is committed to the regional grid and not to a weapon, we are safe. If you're the one to restore output, then you can route the power where you choose, and they'll never be the wiser. I can't get you past the security in the tower, but I can be of some help. I've discovered a password for one of the mirror-controlled terminals outside. You'll need it. Oh, the NCR has their own designs for it, no doubt, but resist the urge to send it only to the thriving communities. The need for power is great everywhere. Distributing it evenly is the most rational and humane choice. Oh, the NCR has their own designs for it, no doubt. The need for power is great everywhere.
¿Por qué se confiere en mí?
I'm a man of letters. I'd be torn to pieces by the security system they have in that tower. But eventually, the NCR will. Or if not them, because the possibility exists. They weren't here when the NCR first came here. The Brotherhood's interest in
Mira, che. Todos están locos. ¿Para qué? A ver, la puerta esa que tengo que desbloquear. Cerveza. Flaco, qué perro feo tenés. Vos también sos feo. No hay nada armas. La pedazo arma. La trozo arma. Bob Walter White. Uy. Ah, perdón, esto es sorprendente. Bueno, la hueá de que está acá. Esto. ¿Por qué llama el karma esta? Abrir una puerta, no entiendo. Uy, me asusté.
This place is off limits to civilians. You don't like it? Take it up with Lieutenant Haggerty.
Papeles era una puta caja. PC Gamer. Me lo llevo. Podría terminar de reflector oriental, va. Todo el mundo tiene la contraseña. Relación de Arquímedes, puedo decir solo. No. No le puedes decir nada a nadie, porque es confidencial, pelotudo. Te puede escuchar un chino y todo vale.
Who knows which side the Legion's gonna hit us from next?
Te van a meter por el culo. Ay, se traba. Paneles solares. Ya sé, paneles solares. Un bicho. Ay, ¿qué pasó? Que me quiere pegar. Oh my god!
Sounds like we're running prim now. I'd still rather take my leave at the strip.
Los paneles afectados de este grupo se están dañados. Puedes montar algunas piezas de módulo. ¿Quieres desmontarlo? A ver. Uy, ya se me acabó el efecto de descanso. Firmo un poco, se me pasa. ¿Se lo recupero de vuelta o no? Creo que era nomás en la casa esa. Sí, es en la casa esa nomás. Carajo. Ay, Walter. Ay. No quise pisarla, pelotudos. ¿Me la mandé? Pero el autobordado, ¿dónde estuvo? Ya fue, autobordado lo activo. A ver, terminal 1. Vibración de Arquímedes.
knows which side the Legion's gonna hit us from next.
¿Qué? ¿Pero tengo que matar a los perros esto? ¿Qué onda? Burro de policía.
Watch out!
¿Qué? ¿Qué pasa?
Got business here?
Alto pelotudo. Mal cogida su señora. Ya valió madres. Se salvó de pedo el perro. ¿Me va a atacar? Sí, me va a atacar. Perro fiero. En el aire fue black. Equipa con armas el sistema de seguridad del Químico para arrasar con todos los soldados de la RNC dentro del perímetro. No, flaco, eso está mal. Alá Akbar. Fireball. Magic. Fireball. Ajá. ¿Qué es ese random que me sale como enemigo? A explorar que hay por acá. Perdón, estoy reconcentrado. Estaba pensando en mis cositas. ¿Qué cositas? No les incumbe. Soldado de la RND. Ah, me tenía que ir por acá. Ah, voy a guardar acá por si acaso. Ah, ya. Por acá se entraba. Bueno, hay robots. Hay que tener cuidado, pibes. No, robot pendejo, no me... Pero como que casi valgo verga. ¿Cuál hacía mejor? La punta hueca. Protectrón. ¿Cuál es verga, Protectrón? Para, no le pego un carajo. ¡Ay, no! Puedo tomar agüita. Rayos, viejo. ¿Estás bien, robot? Sí, está joya. Me sirve. Coger a tu abuela. Ay. ¿Qué pasó, che? Taburete. ¿Y es acá? Door to the darkness. O tanto les costaba matar a unos robots petes. Un taburete, pobrecilla. Señor mañoso. Encima Rená que era esa huevada, se supone que es un mayordomo y tiene un lanzallamas. Salto de cama, un pijama. Martillo. ¡Ah! Lentes de Heisenberg. Lentes de Heisenberg. Oh, ahora sí. Ahora sí. Pega fuerte. Muy fuerte, no parece ser, nene. Me lo llevo, 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 me lo llevo. Uh. Yo no dije nada de eso, viejo. Piñico. Retrol. Qué chistoso. ¡Uy! Bueno, casi, casi. Toma control de correcta. Me sirve. Uy, deja aquí el Walter White. Debate. Debate Leisted. Driven. Oh, sí, repro. Atención, desactivar. Unos petes los de la República de Nueva California, no saben nada. Voy a apagar el aire. Espérenme, chavos. What the hell? Oh my god, no way. Yeah. Ay. Ya volví. Muere zorra. No le sabes al esquivar, señor. Explosión gamer. Acá hay un montón de material para craftear, pero a mí lo de craftear me vale verga. Tengo vacía. Bueno, me sirven las dos. A ver, ¿cuál es mi nivel de radiación? 40. ¿Qué hace el Radaway? O sea, ¿cuánto saca? Menos 79, así que todavía nada. Bueno, vamos a hacer la noni. Ah, no se puede acá. Uy. Probablemente está acá, justo enfrente mío. No, no está justo enfrente mío. No, parar, está hecho un loco el huevón ese, se va directo al ataque. Explotó la posta. Vamos a hacer un poco la noni. taza. Vamos de arreglos. Libros que sirven. La fantoma. No sirve, no sirve, no sirve. ¿Cómo se llama? Libros de arreglos. A ver. Soy un cabeza de huevo.
Kill that son of a bitch.
Está re loco el señor ese.
Running will only make the pain last longer. Mama, I've done my best.
¿Cómo se llama el librito este? No quise sacar el tablero de ajedrez. Bueno, ya fue. A ver. Vamos de arreglos. Ah, una porquería. Combustible, solo energía. Creo que aquí hay una huevada interesante, hermano. Sí, una huevada interesante, viejo. Vamos a curarse, che. Che, ¿por qué abriste la puerta, huevón? Está hecho un loco el señor ese. Hostia, y ese mega salto, pa. El directo se está alargando demasiado, creo. Pero creo que ya falta poco, ¿no? Taquilla, nada en la taquilla. No, pobrecito. Pase empleado posee energy. No, nada más. Gracias por tu esfuerzo y sacrificio. Pase empleado de Poseidon Energy. Poseidon. Bueno. Oh my god. Ahora voy a ir a la sala de los robots esa. Parecía curiosa. Pero, che. No sé si poner unas cuantas minas de fragmentación ahí. Hay que ver que hay un filete de meco ahí, me está jodiendo. Asesora Helios. No, lo voy a dejar acá, en serio. Ya está, estoy jugando demasiado. Bueno, chavos. Recuerden por su buen amigo Walter White que no se droguen, que lo pasen bien y no se droguen. Hasta luego.